Bro, this guy came because like to me, oh, do you need any help, bro? And then,
I didn't realize because he had the braids in and everything. I hadn't seen her.
I was just flying under the radar and shit like a mystery shopper. What is up, man? It is your boy, Alexander Michaelides, and welcome back to another episode of the Hustlers Hub podcast. First one for 2023. I'm with the same co-host as usual. What's your name, bro?
Season 2, Chris Inco, welcome back.
Yes, sir. And it's a little bit different, if you can see, change the setup. And we got two guests. We doubling it up. Doubling it up. To the left, we have Jackson Cowden, and to the right, we have Spencer O'Leary. What is up, fellas?
Hey boys, how we going?
Good.
How we doing?
Huge first step for the 2023 Astelle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Big Astelle boys.
Yes, sir. So for the viewers at home who don't know, this is actually like the first time we're all kind of properly meeting in a good setting. Like, IG and whatnot, and a quick bump in Fitzroy Market, but we'll touch on that in a second. But I'll start to my left. Jackson, tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how old you are.
Jackson, I'm 21 now.
Sheesh.
Yeah, fuck.
Youngin.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
young,
old
man.
now.
Young.
I'm feeling old. All the other boys we're hanging out with.
True. That's a bit of a controversy, I reckon.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we're the old dogs.
Crazy.
Fuck,
Well,
21's
speak for
old.
yourself. You're another year.
Yeah.
Studied fashion design. Just finished up in December last year. Hopefully do something with that degree. Like looking for something now, but in the meantime, got Astelle with Spang. Just balling out, having fun with it,
Yes,
doing
sir.
what we love.
Yes, sir. And then to my right, Spence. Tell me a little people about yourself.
Yo, my name's Spencer. I'm 22.
What?
Close to 23. So I'm like the big wise old oak tree.
Just old, probably.
That's crazy.
Currently still at uni. I'm study a double degree of business and design.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I've been doing that, chipping away the past few years post school. Currently with Jackson, probably like one of my main focuses is Astelle, running this brand, creating this little art project that's slowly just been growing and growing. And I guess I do a bit of music here and there, and that's me.
Damn, this is a diverse
When he
room.
says music here or there, he full music.
Bro,
music.
like,
Albums.
Dropped an
albums.
album.
Album?
Yeah. A little baby album,
bro, this episode is about to be a banger. That's the best way to start the year, bro.
Before we get into all that, we usually play overrated, underrated.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go first. My one is I honestly didn't know what to say. Mine's the Fujifilm X100V that's been going around everywhere. And I want to hear your guys' opinion on it.
I didn't
go for
actually
it.
know about like the Fujifilm thing.
Yeah, same, bro. I've never
Bro,
heard of
it's
that.
literally fucking all over my TikTok page.
Really?
It's like a digital film camera.
Like on your
It's actually
phone.
fucking
The
tough.
digital film.
Yeah, it's tough as. It's mad.
I've seen like a few of the emulations and stuff, so I'm just gonna like
Yeah,
go off what I
remember the
know.
emulations,
Do you guys know that one where it's like, wait, so it's on your camera, right?
Yeah, so it's like an actual
I
camera.
mean, it's on your phone. It's on your phone, or is it an actual
Oh,
camera?
no, it's an actual camera.
Oh, wow.
It's like 2K. I want
So what do you mean it's digital?
Too
What?
expensive, man. So it's like a film camera, but it's digital.
Wow.
And it just takes like
Oh.
the film.
And it has like different settings that you can choose, and it's like from different film cameras and shit.
So $2,000.
All right.
Yeah, it's fucking tough.
I'm
man.
jumping in here with a big, hard, overrated.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Digital cameras trying to emulate film, overrated.
Yeah.
It just
take the film. Like,
Yeah.
just take the film.
I had one mate who could do it like good. I had one mate who could take like film looking photos on a digi, but everything else, no.
Yeah.
I see through it straight away.
There you go.
Fair.
Fucking debunk that, Chris.
Overrated.
Yeah, shit. Spence is like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah.
I see.
You boys gonna get me fired up.
I'm excited. I'm excited. My one. New Year's resolutions, overrated or underrated. We'll start to my left. Jackson, hit me.
I reckon before this year, I would have said they were overrated because I've probably broken everyone. But this year, like, I know it's still early, but
17
I'm
days
saying
in.
I'm going to stick to my resolutions this year, and I reckon underrated.
Underrated, Spence?
I'm gonna agree with Jackson. I could even bump it up to a perfectly rated.
Ooh,
Like
he's
like
breaking boundaries.
He's rated.
That's what artists do.
like then they're not too like over, but they're not too under. Like I think if you get it right and you nail it, perfectly rated.
Fair. Inks?
Yeah, I reckon like it's a bit of both. Like, fuck. I reckon it's good that it's like a new year. It gives people a chance to like start new things and stuff. But like, if you really wanted to do it, you wouldn't wait for like a specific date to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I reckon it's probably rated. Like
Perfect
you
rated.
said, yeah.
I'll be controversial
yeah.
then.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
I'll be controversial. I'll go overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
Because why need a new year to make a resolution?
True.
That's true.
There's 365 days. I don't know how many hours. I was going to do the math, but I can't. But then to expand on that, what's that? Give me one New Year's resolution each. I'll go Inks. You go first.
Mine.
Give me one.
Fuck. A full new. Fuck. I don't know. Be more consistent with posting content.
Yeah, fair. You've done a good job though.
Yeah, been on a roll.
Respect.
Pretty good roll.
Respect,
So
Spence.
Yeah, you have. I've been seeing the reels. Good.
Thank you.
Respect.
Fuck.
I had one this year, but like another one that carried on from last year. My first one was do something physical that makes me sweat like every day.
Yes.
Just like whether it's a quick run, quick cycle, quick 20 set of push-ups like
Yeah,
every
whatever.
day.
Just dropping 20
Yeah.
Just dropping 20.
Full Matthew McConaughey style. Drop 20.
Just 20.
throughout the day.
Yeah. and write a list at the start of the day of things to do.
Ooh.
Those two. That'll be me for life, I reckon.
Has it helped so far?
Yeah. It's look, cheating a bit because New Year's holiday period.
Yeah.
But for the days that I'm working, amazing, and
Yeah,
just
that's
clears my mind.
Really, I like that. I'm gonna start writing shit down. I'm gonna say one of my New Year's resolution is to be disciplined
Yeah,
in everything, bro. You know, like
Yeah,
had
everything.
phases. Be so good for 2 months.
yeah,
So good.
Yeah,
like
like phase, like of this, like
yeah, like I won't like. I'll be eating well, not eating shit. I'll be working out, and then like 4 months later, I'm like, fuck, what happened?
Yeah.
Drop off.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Motivation doesn't exist. It's all about discipline. So
Yep.
that'd be
true,
my
man.
biggest one. What about you,
For
man?
me, like 3 months ago, I just like cut off drinking,
Oh,
and then it was like, I made New Year's like my last night of drinking. So I was like, I had like a couple beers on New Year's night, and then I was like, from 12 o'clock that night, just cut it off forever. Like
forever.
yeah,
You
that's
reckon
what I'm
forever?
saying.
That's
I'm
mad.
just like last year, like probably 4 months, I went dry like easily. Didn't have a problem with it. It's like maybe not forever, maybe like a little here and there, but I'll give it a go.
Oath. I like it.
Yeah,
I
man.
love that. I love that.
That's really good.
100%. But now we've got a foundation set for, kind of who we are and our goals and whatnot. I want to touch on how did you two kind of meet and how do you know each other? Because we don't know. Tell the people.
You go.
All right, so me and Jackson are like probably like one of my longest like current friends.
Yup.
Like we've had a journey, me and Jackson.
Yeah.
We've gone back and forth like
Ups and downs.
It's a relationship.
we probably met like year 7, year 8, I reckon.
Also,
Yeah,
same
would've been
school?
Same
year
school,
seven, yeah,
yeah.
year
Year
seven.
7, year 7. Yeah, we had a
Early.
few mutual friends, but we probably didn't become friends till like that
Yeah.
year 8, year 9. And I remember, Jackson was like this ultra sporty, like really successful, like person, and we just had a few mutuals, and we kind of formed this little crew for like our first half of high school.
Yeah.
Like, and I think once we hit like year 9, year 10, when you sort of grow and meet new people,
That's
we
the
kind
year.
I think we had a few like little mini beefs and stuff.
Yeah.
You two?
Mini
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah.
Shit.
I remember like it was those. We've never actually like spoken about our beefs. I don't reckon. They're-
Therapy session.
Didn't
here,
really
like,
have this
Hub
I'd say, like-
exclusive.
not beefs. Like yeah.
Yeah, just like
disagreements.
yeah, well, not even that. It was just like different. Like we would journey along like a different.
Yeah.
I wanted to go a separate way. He wanted to go another way.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then it
yeah.
was like I met new people that I like wanted to hang out with more.
Yeah.
And then he just
Yeah, and it just naturally like drifted like that. I'm gonna say me and Jackson's relationship in the middle, probably like the prime example of just growing out of each other.
it was.
Happens.
Like we all have friends that happens to, and
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
would have still been on good terms. It's just that's how it
Yeah,
happens.
I would have I wouldn't have been speaking for Spence for like a year, like
Mm,
not even messaging or anything.
mm.
And then just like
Oh yeah, now we got to talk about the comeback.
Yeah, now you guys are
season.
together.
Yeah, the comeback season.
Damn.
Walk us through what happened like through the later years of high school.
the
And,
year
like,
9, or do you reckon it was from year 9 or like 10, 11, 12?
probably 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just
So we had like
distance.
subgroups in our like bigger group. So
Always.
there's like a bigger group
Always,
of
yeah.
like boys, like St. Bede's boys, and then subgroups in that group.
Yep.
So I was with like kind of like the more sporty, like playing basketball and stuff.
Yes, sir.
And then Spence, he was like,
with the rejects, man.
yeah,
Just back of the class. Just the
expect
rejects,
that?
bro. Nah.
I did not expect that.
Nah. But we were always like good kids and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Just
you know,
different crowds.
Yeah. And like we just kind of we finished school like year 12 was a big year for our year level. We all
Yeah,
kind of
it
became
was,
mates and
yeah.
like everyone's
It's
tight.
like everyone was mates.
Yeah.
Even the St. James boys.
Yeah.
Like a school comes into our school halfway through.
What?
Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
And we like connected straight away.
What school did you guys go to?
St. Bede's.
Yep.
And we joined with they're called
St. James.
St. James.
St.
yeah,
James, a school like a couple suburbs away for their senior levels. They joined with us.
How
They
many?
just-
How many in year 12? How many of you guys total?
I can't remember. Mate, over 300.
That was our whole school.
And
bro.
Dead set.
Probably about 120. Could be more. Came and joined
Yeah,
us
yeah, yeah.
for year 11 and
Yeah.
12.
And apparently every other year level they didn't like get along too well, but like our year level just clicked,
Yeah.
and we're still like mates with them now.
That's
Oh,
dope.
Like
That's
crazy.
mad.
So
Yeah.
many amazing people that
Yeah,
came
I
and
know,
like that happening was like I'm grateful for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
From high school, how many people you still in contact with?
I'm gonna say like we probably have a really strong high school friend
Yeah, yeah,
group.
yeah.
Like I've got personally I've got like 10 core boys.
Shit.
Yeah, we're like a group of 10. We like define the odds.
Bro, we don't have fucking 10 friends, bro.
Yeah, man. Straight up.
And then outside of that, like I'm friends with Jackson's like group,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
we've got a few like those guys you have bonds with. But
Yeah.
but me, I've got like a group of 10 boys who
Fire.
we stayed
Fuck,
together.
that's mad.
And then your
I've-
friends is
yeah,
the same.
I've got like a group a little bit smaller, probably like 6 or 7 of like close mates.
It's like triple
Yeah.
me.
And like one's like gone to Queensland, but he comes back down and like hangs out.
Oh, so he's
like,
like lit.
That's mad.
Inks, what about you, bro?
Yeah, man. Good like 2. One of
really.
them's like my girlfriend.
Bro, we were all boys. We were all boys.
Oh, all boys
all
school?
boys school, all boys school,
Oh,
yeah.
was that good?
Ups and downs, I reckon.
Yeah,
It's like
Ups
Lord
and-
of the Flies, just everyone's just trying to
Yeah.
fight and shit.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little
yeah.
bit. It's weird, I reckon.
It's like play fight,
Yeah.
not actual fight.
Yeah.
Play fight. But then fast forward, so you guys aren't speaking from about year 10 to year 12,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I like started studying fashion
It's a
at
ripper
school.
story.
And then it was just like during lockdown, so like 2020 must have been.
Yup,
Or-
yup.
Yep, 2020.
Yeah, early 2020. I started studying fashion, and Spence like caught wind I was doing it, and he's always wanted to do something creative. Always been into music and like design and art and everything. So he messaged me. He's like, "Yo, my dad's got a factory at the moment. He's not using it. Do you want to just screen print some t-shirts and we'll just like mess around for a couple of hours?"
Yeah.
And we
That's
spent
mad.
probably like during lockdown, probably every second day there, and just like mucking around, just like
That's fucking
sewing
mad.
like vests together,
Yeah.
just
Bro, I
printing
got
on shit,
chills.
like
Yeah,
flooding.
yeah. Oh,
flooding
yeah,
the
we
whole
flooded it. We
factory
flooded it
floor.
one night. Yeah.
That's fucking memes.
Yeah,
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 it was
yeah.
crazy.
What possessed you to message Jackson if you guys were just...
Pardon?
We were
Why-
on good terms then.
You're on
We were
good
Yeah,
terms
yeah,
still?
yeah. I can remember. I remember like I wanted to do a brand or just something.
Yeah.
I wanted to, and so I brought all this t-shirt making stuff off Amazon.
Yeah.
And first person I text, I'm like, Jackson, teach me.
Yeah.
Like how do you get a graphic? Like I can draw and I didn't even know. Like, do you guys know Adobe? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what Adobe was.
So you're talking, started from the...
And I remember Jackson came to my house, right? And he's like designed books. He's like sketch pad and the pencil case. I'm like, that's fresh.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like what I want to do. And
You're doing business at uni.
I was
at the
doing
time.
business.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
pretty sad about it. Like,
Fair.
just wasn't hitting like the way I
Yeah.
thought.
yeah.
And
Just going the way of what you thought
Yeah.
was the right way.
doesn't hit.
I can remember just like our first session, like sitting on my bed before the factory, and Jackson was like showing me how to use all the different Adobe softwares and
Yup.
showing me his notepads, and I'm like, wow, like people can do this.
Yeah.
Like this is like, and I was just like, I was actually amazed. Like I'm sure you could say like what I was
Yeah,
like.
yeah. It was like he was like a sponge. He was like, just give me more, give me more,
yeah.
give me more.
Yeah.
The whole time.
And
So did-
yeah.
Did you have those skills from like uni or just because you loved it and you were already into designing and
Yeah,
stuff?
well, I've just like fucking loved like creating my whole life. Like it's been the one thing, like regardless of any situation, just like create something. And
Yeah.
like sport, like I did like a lot of sport growing up, and that was like where I thought my life was gonna go.
Really?
But yeah. And
Jackson
then-
was a great sportsman. Like
Best
like
sport?
still are obviously. But I remember like all the school like
Yeah.
assemblies, like
Oh, he
always
was
getting
the
awards.
shit, yeah.
Sports award.
And,
man.
I don't know if it sounds like what you think now, but that's like a core memory of like the year level assembly. Jackson in golf, Jackson in
Yeah,
basketball.
just
like-
everything.
yeah.
Shit. So you played every sport or what was your favorite sport?
favorite sport probably like footy, and then earlier probably tennis. Like
Tennis.
in the whole tennis community, like doing competitions and stuff. But like, like got out of that. Like played a bit of footy. Didn't really like. I loved it, but like I knew it wasn't for me. Like,
Really?
Yeah. I just knew, like, if I knew, I would have been like head over heels doing the discipline, doing the work. But I just had that like outlet of creativity, and it was probably like year 11 when Viscom we like offered Viscom.
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
sir.
I was like, fuck, this is so good. Because, like, I wanted to do art, but, like, I didn't do art for some reason. And then did Viscom, more, like, design-orientated, looking at, like, architecture and stuff.
Yep.
Thought I wanted to do architecture, didn't. And then, like, got into, like, fashion because that was when, like, Virgil was coming up. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
the Off-White, like, hype beast era stuff. When we thought that was all, like, so sick. And, like, just started, like, making stuff for class in there. And then after school, couldn't get into uni because I'm a New Zealand citizen. So I had to...
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I had to pay up front if I wanted to go.
Bro, that's
So I was
just
like,
expensive as
I
fuck.
know,
Yeah.
So I just waited another year and got Australian citizenship in that year.
Yep.
And then went the year after.
Yeah.
And then, 2021 started... No,
Yeah,
2020.
2020 we probably
Started-
first started working together.
Yeah.
21 we started Astelle,
Yeah,
like
that's it,
officially.
2020 started like the fashion course, and then here we are now, just like
Mm.
creating.
So
every
that's
day.
how Astelle came together.
Yeah.
huh?
Exactly.
I've actually just got
down.
Yeah. I've actually just got like one like good story like about Jackson being in sports.
Go for it.
Like we were mates when we were younger, right? And what I used to do, like we'd ride home to Jackson's house, chill for a bit, and then I'd go to his tennis training and just sit on the sidelines while he played tennis.
Wow.
Bro, like once a week, we'd walk to the station, him and his
crazy.
sister, and I'd just sit on the sidelines. Bro, and I probably like draw it and stuff. Like it was before technology. Like,
Acting like he's 15 and shit.
Yeah.
Before
do you remember that? Do you remember that?
remember that.
Bro, in the
That's
heat,
crazy.
and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's a real friend.
Straight
Yeah,
out.
bro, I was his number one man from day one.
training.
Yeah.
That's a real
Always
one.
been number one.
Fuck, Chris, would you do that for me?
Nah.
Nah, fuck.
Watching
Bro,
you, no way, man. No
Yeah.
way. So
Yeah,
how did
it's a fond memory? Yeah.
yeah, how did Astelle, like what is Astelle?
Yeah.
Astelle House.
I think like the brand or you
How did it come about?
um
The name.
Say the name. Yeah. Do
yeah,
the name,
well,
the name.
it was in that first session we had together when I invited him around. I was
Yeah.
like, didn't know what we wanted to do. I had like an intrinsic like feeling to like start a brand. Like I never knew the specifics of it, but just wanted to do something like that.
100%.
Loved graphic tees, and I was like really into vintage. So like I remember I was like, yep, come, let's get a name out. Let's just get something down we can just print. And like we're playing around all these different names. I can't even remember any of the other ones, but I remember we wanted to call it like pastel, like because I was like, oh, pastel colors, like those
Yeah,
light
yeah,
blues,
yeah.
the yellows, the pastel pinks, and I was like, that's fresh. Jackson was like, oh, we'll change the spelling and change the last few letters so it looked almost like Italian.
Yeah.
And so we were like, yeah, we're pastel.
Yeah,
right?
we went with it.
We rolled with it. We're pastel.
We like
right?
started producing with it.
Yeah.
Really?
We got all our tags done for
Yeah.
pastel.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Started screen printing. I still have like screen print t-shirts that I
Yeah.
wear to bed with like
That's
pastel.
like
on it.
OG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are the original. But there's actually a good story of how it like came to be. There's actually two good stories of how it came to be Astelle.
Go for it.
The first one was like, I remember when I was learning to print t-shirts like by myself. I was like, it's a bunch of chemicals and it's a process, and I messed it up so many
Of
times.
course.
And I remember there's a bit of water. You know how we said we flooded the factory?
Yeah.
We'll get to that story later. But like the screens get wet and you need to dry them. And
Yep.
I like had this heat gun and thought I could just heat gun the screen where the ink goes through dry. And so I'm heat gunning it, and then I'd burn the full P in the pastel logo off. So it's just Astelle left.
Oh,
Like I'm getting close,
Good.
and then like it just pops, like the P pops, and I'm like, fuck, the design's wrecked. And so I just taped over the hole and then just printed like 10 T's with Astelle on it. And kind of from there, that was like the genesis.
That's
of
fucking
this.
mad.
Crazy.
That's some movie shit, bro. On
out.
Yeah,
everything.
bro, I still remember it happening because it was the first screen I got right. It looked perfect, looked amazing. And I'm like, okay, I couldn't wait for it to dry normally. I'm like, I have to heat gun it to dry the screen so I could print, and it just popped. Like,
That's wild.
and I was like, I can't make another one.
Too lazy.
Astelle.
Yeah.
Astelle was
it
bred
is.
out of laziness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You heard
That's
it
just
here.
like I can just, that's a movie scene.
Yeah.
It actually
so
is.
fucking funny.
And then you make, the
yeah.
light bulb goes off and shit. So did you look at it and go, yeah, this is it? Or you just like,
fuck it.
No,
Like, fuck it.
I remember I was like, I'll make another screen and do the P's later. I'll just do this now because I wanted to. And I never got around to it, and yeah. Yeah, that's like the main thing. But there's also like a few other brands like that kind of had pastel.
Yeah. Like Kanye's.
Yeah, Kanye had like a little brand back in the day that was had the same name but never launched.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you know that?
He made like this one jacket he wore at like the Grammys or something that said pastel on it, and it's like a bit of a streetwear grail, but and Virgil Abloh actually worked on it, but we didn't know that. Like I'll faithfully say we did not know that.
And then we discovered it afterwards.
Yeah.
Shit.
So what you're saying is Kanye jacked your shit?
Yeah.
That's
bro, like mentally, Kanye was in my mind, and
That's crazy, bro.
So expanding on Astelle House, we know how you guys got the name and stuff, but you know, what was it like? Kind of the process of you guys wanting to work together in this, and you know what it is and what it stands for, because it's more than just a clothing brand. You know what I mean? There's more. I think there's a lot more than just producing clothes, and that's what we've learned in the past year. You know, doing this kind of party, man. So whoever wants to take it.
Well, at the start, it was just clothes, and that's the thing, and like over the 2 years that we've been doing it now, it's like developed.
2 years.
Yeah, is it 2 years now?
Coming up to 2 years,
Yeah,
probably about a year and a half. Coming up.
It's like coming towards like a more storytelling brand now. So like telling stories through clothes is our main objective instead of just the clothes itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it started off me and Spence just like we had the white t-shirts. Spence knew how to screen print. Put the two together. Screen printed t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's the product, we sell it. Like that's just how we make money. Or like how we make money, we can better the brand.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until like I would say that like burglary collection.
Where
we just went like there's something like missing from this, like, and we weren't getting fulfilled just like creating t-shirts, like selling them, like, it was cool to do and stuff, and like to manage like products and stuff. But until that burglary collection where we did like a whole story, a whole narrative, and like full graphics based on this whole burglary story is like where we defined like what we wanted to do with the brand, really.
Yeah. Definitely. Like we didn't have a vision from the beginning. Like it was just I printed the tees, Jackson sewed the tags, and we sold it.
Yeah, and that's all it was. It was more just like a process, and sometimes
like,
you gotta start things without a vision, man, 100%. And just start it, and the rest will fall into place.
That and the fact like we just did it ourselves, like printed it ourselves. We failed so much, and like that, like it's almost like a bit like DIY punk rock, like just doing our own stuff, like and like Jackson's like mecca creative and has these out there ideas, and I'm not really like in the scene per se, so we kind of just had no boundaries. Like we did what was just so intrinsic to us in the beginning.
And we had no like responsibilities at the time. Like, we both had like part-time jobs which could fund the brand.
And that's what it was
like,
doing.
We didn't have to pay like rent or anything.
Yeah, it's just
so all our money just went into
straight
these
to the
things.
brand,
Just that Shopify subscription. You know?
Yeah. What was it?
Bro, that was some months it got tough.
Now, what was it? What was your first job night like? I think everyone remembers their first job day.
The first collection, we just called it Collection 1. Like we wanted to call it collections because like I felt streetwear brands didn't do collections back then.
It was just drops.
Yeah, it was just drops, and like we want to make it like a full thing. And I'm trying to think what we were doing that night. I think for me, like we didn't really have an idea what we were doing, but it kind of happened, and it was pretty exciting. I can remember like seeing the first Shopify's come through. And it was like friends and stuff, and then there's a few friends of friends, and like
Ching.
That's actually the best. That's the best sound.
I got a story about the cha-ching sound.
Oh, you saved the come back to that later. I do remember we did like a little drop, right? We did like because I didn't think like things would sell. Honestly, like we had like 10, like I knew friends would buy stuff. But I'm like, we're not going to sell all this, but cha-ching, cha-ching. They like the sales came through, and we kind of sold most of the stuff. And I think we just were like, all right, let's like just do that again, and just brought all the same stuff. And I still remember packing like all those orders.
Yeah. What's it like?
That was probably the most fun I've had. Like actually packing the orders, because it's like seeing that whole process and like oh, you've actually done that. And like when it's packed in a box like this, you go and you just send that off. It's like
yeah.
So we've just done everything in that little procedure.
And for the first drop, we had the box, we had like a little like manual in there, like a little like letter to the like thanks for copying, and
we sprayed it with deodorant to make the scent smell. We had
fragrance
all 5 senses in one little box.
That's mad.
And we dropped them off to everyone's houses.
Real ones.
Yeah, we did a huge drive. I remember the night Jackson had just finished work, and we went from like one end of the southeast to like the other end in one night, and dropped like our first like 30 or 40 like packages off.
That's
a surreal feeling though.
Yeah, so it was a very like big defining moment.
100%. Did you step away from that and be like, yeah, I want this?
Yeah, I think it fully liberated me. Like it liberated our minds. Like we're always gonna be. You can do things yourself. You can like break the barriers and do things yourself. Like and it can work. Like that. That was me.
Do you think if that first drop wasn't as successful, you guys would still have the hunger to do it, or you would be like,
Yeah, I would say definitely. Like I would always have that hunger to do it. It wouldn't be like. Because I get like the satisfaction actually creating things.
Yeah.
So if I've made something, I'm satisfied. It doesn't matter if it sells or not.
Yeah.
That's where you find
mad.
And we've had drops that some don't do as well, but we still loved it, and we're proud we made it, and we just move on to the next thing.
And we know like in like a year's time, we're gonna look back and go, that was so sick that we did that. Even if like no one else liked it. We can look back and go, wow, like we're so happy we did that.
And in saying that, I like. We've probably had a few business missteps and things we could have done to make more profit, but in terms of the creative and like the decisions, I'm like pretty happy with everything. Like there's nothing I'm like we shouldn't have done that. Like and that's reflecting on that now. That's a cool feeling.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
100%.
Just doing what you want, not caving into like just what's around you.
Just being authentic, man. Like how many. There's so many people who sell clothes. I'll pitch it like that. People who sell clothes, but there's not necessarily a story or a rationale or, as much behind it. You know what I mean? But touching on what you said about business, because this is the first episode we've had 2 business partners on, I'll pitch the question to both of you. What's the pros and cons of having a business partner? Ooh. I'll go, Jackson, you hit me first. You can be as nice as you want. It's all right.
Probably like the creative process.
Hurt me, man.
Shit.
Grill me, bro.
The creative process is fucking tough. Like it is like when you've got 2 different people inputting their ideas on one like vision, it's hard. Sure. Like you gotta let go of so much of your own shit in order to cater for like theirs. Yeah. But like that's what like makes it the best.
Do you guys like not see eye to eye a lot? Or is it usually you do?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, there's definitely times we've never had like a big fight over something.
We always work it out.
Yeah. I will say, in the beginning, I found that like tough because it was like, I had a vision of what I wanted to print and stuff, but I was like, oh no, Jackson, like I don't know if I like that, but that process was like an education for me because I learned to open my mind to Jackson's ideas and I'd never done it before in my life. I opened my mind and saw his viewpoint on things and I felt like it was like my mind just got shattered when I like realized that Jackson has a viewpoint just as strong as mine and we have to find a middle ground. It's like it can't be all me and it can't be all him.
Damn, man. So that's both of you in this box. Like it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's like amalgamation of both your ideas and stuff. That's pretty dope. So what is the creative process for you two? Do you fucking sit down, watch a movie? I don't know, like do you eat dinner and go over it? What do you guys do?
We probably meet up like once or twice, 2-3 times a week. And
just a bit more now.
Yeah, definitely a bit more now. And like we normally just chat, like there's always a bit of stuff to do, like admin stuff and like planning around the future. But we kind of get together and we just like hash it out. We talk about ideas. Like I think I definitely like bring like concepts and Jackson just kind of like does his thing on it. And like they just kind of grow really organically through those sessions. Sometimes we'll watch a movie, we'll have dinner. Like Jackson's got a really nice space in his house, like the front room. It's like a big desk and
nice.
And we watch YouTube. We talk about things. We have lots of conversations, and they really grow organically. And it is probably a slower process that way.
Yeah, it is definitely slower than like your other like clothing brands, but like that's how it gets that depth behind it. I guess.
That's exactly right, because I think with all your stuff and behind the piece is definitely depth, and there's definitely you put a lot into this. So it's definitely, I think it's such an important thing for you two guys at your age to be open to criticism, and it's coming from like you know what I mean, like massive. Your other half. I think
we criticize each other
all the time.
that's what
and,
you need.
And like any time in my life before that, I would either get offended or not understand it. But now it's almost given me a superpower to understand.
Helps you grow as a person.
Criticisms,
100%. I feel like with me and you, Winks, like even though like we're not business partners, but we're on the same stuff. Like he'll pitch me ideas and we'll be open about it and be honest about it. But it's good just having someone who's like critical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
and honest. Like actually honest. Like
you need
it's
it.
very hard to find nowadays.
You need it, bro.
Like speaking about like the 5 families, like meeting Simo, like he'll just fucking tell you.
Bro,
and like
that's mad.
that is probably the best thing that I've
for
had.
sure.
Like someone that actually looks at me and goes, "Nah, just like stop." Like because I would just go and I would justify it in my mind. I'll go, "Oh no, it's good because of this and this and this." But like you just need that one person to just go.
Nah.
Don't if you need to justify it.
What? Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like it's you need that outside person to just tell you. And again, it's every episode for some reason we keep touching on it, but you know those guys with Simo and Dill and Zach and you guys, you're all such different creatives, but you're so critical of each other, but you celebrate each other's successes.
It's like a super team.
Bro, it's the fucking most cracked out super team. It's a fucking dream team, bro. It's motherfuckers, they all help each other and shit.
Yeah,
How'd you guys
it's actually
meet?
really good.
Yeah, now I don't know.
You guys like all mates?
I've actually got a ripper story. So me and Jackson, we're on the other side of town, right, to those boys.
Bro,
so we are
fucking
secluded.
far.
How long did you take to drive here?
Hour 15, hour 20.
Hour fucking 15
On the highway as well. Like,
highway. And they're in the fucking crib. That's how you know.
Yeah. So we came here and like we were talking about like all the differences, like the houses and the structure and like we were talking about how different like just like one side of the city is versus the other.
Fucked.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
me and Jackson were doing our thing on the beach in the south side, as we do, and like I'd been trying to reach out to people and like meet other brands, but it never really worked with a lot of people. I really struggled. Like I tried to like build relationships, but a lot of them bombed. But for some reason, me and Simo like we're just talking in the DMs back and forth.
Oh, so did you see
bullying you?
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So like all the chats with everyone would fall off, and it's to attest to Simo what Jackson was saying about. There's like no bullshit with him.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like meeting other brands, you're like, oh, we're all creatives and we all do this, but Simo like he doesn't care about that.
Not at all.
He just cares about the end product and like achieving what he wants to achieve.
100%.
And so like me and Simo in the DMs, and like, how would you describe Simo? He's like he's sincere, but he's almost standoffish in his sincerity.
Yeah.
Like he's so like straight up that it almost is like it's a shock.
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
Because people aren't that straight up.
Yep.
Just be like, yeah, nah.
And so in the DMs, he was like full on to me, and like if I said something that was a bit like sketchy or didn't make sense, he'd just like be like, tell me, break it down. Like you're talking smack. Like like what's going on there? Like what do you mean you can't do this, but you can do that?
He's so like simple. It's just logical. It makes sense.
He's full logic. And like I remember like we were in the DMs heaps, my phone's blowing up, and one day my girlfriend's just like, bro, who is this guy Simon who keeps texting you? What's the deal with this guy?
What's going on?
Who does this guy think he is? Like, because he's just so straight up and real. And like it was like almost I never felt that way. Like I just felt I got his like a raw rush straight away from the way he sent me messages. So me and Simo met up for a coffee, and then like Zach came as well.
Before you get to that, who DM'd who first? Did you see Milk Bar? Because bro, I'll talk about it. His marketing's beautiful. His shit's beautiful.
Yeah, great marketing.
So did you see him first and be like, yeah, this handsome lad, let me slide in his DMs?
I'm going to say...
Or he DM you?
I'm going to say it could have been me. I don't...
It was.
I'm going to get this up. I'm going to say we were always liking each other's stuff and commenting, but I reckon he DM'd me first about like printing or like our tags or something like business related, and we just kind of got talking.
Really?
Yeah, because like I have another mate, Fraser, who also has a brand, and like we were both sort of talking to Simo, and we're just like, who is this creature?
Yeah, fair.
Who is this man? Who is this? Is he older? Is he younger? Like
what is it?
He's footy, but he doesn't play footy at the moment. He's hard, but he sews. Like it's like who is this? He was like an enigma, and and like and I guess like I was always like trying to DM, so I guess I probably didn't communicate like that side of Simo to Jackson like straight away, because like it was just something like there was no like we didn't talk about, but yeah, I think he DM'd me first.
Shit, that's on camera too. That's on record. So you met up. So you met up for a coffee.
Yeah.
And Fonz was there.
Yeah, we
For
met
no
up.
reason.
Fonz.
No,
Happy birthday, Fon.
Yeah,
Happy
happy birthday.
Fonz,
21st.
21.
2-1, lad.
21.
Yeah. So I made the trek to Brunswick up by myself, like representing Astelle. I remember I got the train up and it was a hot day, and I'd met Zach previously, and like, cause
Where?
same thing. Zach was like, I had no idea who Zach was when we were first meeting. He was just texting me, and I knew he had rings. I'm like, oh, maybe like an Astelle ring or something, and we just met up like in my local, and we had like a great day together, and we just kind of got to
Went
meet
on a little
like.
picnic.
I got to meet Zach. Like I probably undersold that. That was like a sweet day. I was in St Kilda. We met up, and
Did you get fined that day?
Oh no, that wasn't.
Oh, is that another time?
No, that might have been that. Yeah, that
I think
was
it was
that
that
time.
time.
Oh,
So you got fined.
me and
when
Zach
you
had
saw
a
him.
sweet day, and it was that day the Lime bikes dropped in Melbourne City. The Lime scooters.
Oh, yeah.
The scooters.
Yeah.
First day they just came. Me and Zach were riding around St Kilda. We take a left onto Albert Park. We're riding in the park, having the time of our lives, and I just see the like the police sirens.
Oh, no helmet.
Yeah, no helmet. The
Fucking loser.
BMW pulls up on us, and we're like, oh no. And Zach, this is when I saw Zach for what he was. He was a gentleman. He was this close to talking us out of the fine. He could have talked us out of the fine.
Bro.
I was like,
Actual
oh.
salesman.
Yep.
Can you
Actual
talk?
salesman.
Oh, my God.
Oh no, this was amazing. I'm like, I was pissed off. I wrecked it because I was pissed. I was like,
Like,
oh,
fuck
no.
off, you
I'm like, it's the first day. Like, we don't know these rules.
Yeah.
Like, the guys got us for like riding on the road versus riding on the footpath.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, whatever. But Zach's like to the policeman, like, oh, you're a gentleman, man. Thanks for giving us the lot. Oh, by the way, that's a great hair. He like to talk about his haircut, his tattoos. The guy was like, I might let these boys off because I was like,
You're just-
not good. I
yeah.
fucked it.
He would try
Damn.
and fucking finesse a police
fine.
officer.
Yeah.
A fine. I know exactly.
But he didn't even try to. It just came naturally to
That's
him.
who he is.
Yeah, it was.
That's who he
It
is.
was spectacular.
So
Like,
the dynamic I'm getting, you're out here just DMing everyone, running around, and fucking Jackson's design.
yeah. Look, it actually is a bit like that.
It
But
is,
I
yeah.
wasn't. Those were the only two boys I ever met up with.
That's
Those
dope.
are the only two I've ever met up with. I tried to instigate some other things, but those two boys were the only ones.
And look where it's taking you guys.
And
Yeah,
like,
straight up.
and then like a couple weeks later, like winter came around, and like Simo's like, let's do a team run. Let's do a team
Team
run.
Oh no, we had the.
Oh yep.
We had the interview with Garden State's first volume.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dill.
Yeah,
then
Dill
you get
before
Dill
the
the team before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we met everyone else, and then we met Dill at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah,
Tell
yeah.
us the Dill story.
So we got
I love that guy.
Yeah, Dill's fucking mad.
Oh,
fucking nono.
yeah.
we got I think Milk Bar must have like recommended us to Dill that we got wind he was doing like the Garden State Journal,
Yeah.
the first volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we met up for coffee with him, like ran down all the stuff, like he did the interview process, did all that.
We went together this time.
shit.
He included me on this.
Yeah,
So-
nah.
I felt like being nice to Jack. I let him out of his cage for once.
Put the pens down. You're coming with me.
And did the interview there. And I think like a couple days after that, we were gonna shoot another video for our next collection that was coming out.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Dill obviously with his camera and stuff. he was
Fuck,
like,
he's a magician.
I'll come and like help out. And like that was like the first time we've seen like
Yep.
Dill's like talent behind the
work.
camera.
Yeah.
And like we didn't have to do anything that day. Like
That's fucking mad.
we
would've.
yeah.
And
We
he's
just had the models. Like we dressed them. I had like a little camera to just take them little shots. But like Dill was just the man. That
He is
day.
the man.
Creative director, mate.
So
Bro,
good.
remember when he walked in here? The first thing, he's like fucking around with the camera and shit.
Straight out.
Nah, he's like, nah, not good. And he starts like fixing it and shit. Me and Chris were dying. So then
wow.
shit, so that's how you met.
Yeah.
Dill.
Dill.
Yeah, we met
he got
Dill.
on and he got in on like the process, and then it must have been a couple of weeks after that when we did like the first 5 families. Like
That's what it's called.
The 5 families. The 5 families of Melbourne.
That's what it is.
Oh,
That sounds like a
is.
fucking cult or
The
a gang.
working title.
Who are the 5 families?
Family.
Go.
There's no. Oh well, like me, Jackson, Dill, Zach, Simo.
Simo.
Oh, it's just your last names. I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was gonna be something
No,
different.
it's actually from The Godfather.
That knew it was gonna
Yeah.
The 5 families
you
of New
didn't,
York,
man.
like the 5 mafia families.
No, you did not know
be.
that.
Bro,
Cut this far.
after having Dill on, bro, he was saying some shit about that, so it would have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Well, it's under the radar. Like we don't promote that like we don't promote our little group like with
Yeah.
type and a name. We just post photos of each other us hanging out.
Yeah. Fuck,
It's actually
bro.
mad.
Oh, but the first run, boys, like
How was it?
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
Take us into the hurt locker.
bro, like
Spang was in the hurt locker.
Spang. Like I was like on my fitness. I used to umpire as well back in the
Yep,
day.
good,
all
good
through
coin.
high school. First 2 years, and then COVID happened, and I just stopped all physical activity. I didn't have that self discipline yet. I did a bit of gymming, but I didn't know what like the self discipline took, and I just lost all that fitness that I'd built up over COVID.
Bro, it's so easy to lose, hard to get back. It's fucked.
Yeah, and like I could like I've been an umpire. I could run. I was like, yeah, we'll do a 5K. That'll be easy.
Off the bat.
Yeah, off the bat, I was like, it'll be fine. I was a bit nervous on the way there. And then just tell us like meeting, like all 5 of us meeting for the first time.
So paint the picture.
Yeah.
I need a vivid.
It's a cold winter morning. Port Melbourne, driving along the beach, a bit of mist like setting on the sea.
I can see it.
Spirit of Tassie's docked.
Yep.
On that little part.
Yep.
We pull into the driveway. The Jeep's already there. Simo's already there. Dill's already there. Zach's already there.
So you're the last one.
Yeah, Spencer's shaking a little bit.
He's
That
nervous.
is a bit nerve-wracking.
Catfish.
I'm like, fuck.
He hasn't even got runners at this point.
Yeah.
What would you run in?
Bro, I was
The
running-
Berks?
Bro, I was running in these Asics that I brought from the glue store. You know the glue store? Like these ones, like these
Casuals.
90s nunners. Yeah, these casuals. They were runners, but like they were old
just like-
trash runners.
Yeah. And then I think we just off the bat just started
Yeah.
running. Like not even like talking.
Yep, few words exchanged.
Yeah.
Like, hey boys, how
Right, off we fucking go.
Yeah.
Simo, straight off.
Simo
Simo and Zach,
yeah.
straight off.
Leaders of the pack.
Yep.
That would have been some
Yep.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
they were off, and then Spence and like Dill were a little bit behind.
Yeah.
We'd stuck back with them.
Yeah.
And then Zach just started chewing Spencer's ear off about like his business. Like
Zach's talking to me like about the tax account and all this
Spence
other
can't
shit.
breathe. Spence can't breathe.
Yeah, I'm at the back. I'm like dying. I'm pushing. Simo's just head the pack next. Zach's going, oh yeah. So
Yeah,
these
so
new
I'm
rings
just
coming
talking to
in.
this like supplier and this man. What do you think, Spence? Like, what do you think? And Spence,
Trying to fucking breathe in shit.
We get like 2Ks in, not even, and I'm falling back. Dill's. Me and Dill are kind of at the back, but I'm falling behind Dill. And like Simo, Zach stops chewing my ear off and then goes to Simo,
Yeah.
and then him and Jackson, they're off, and it's me and Dill at the back, and I start losing Dill, and I'm like, oh no, and I couldn't keep up with him.
It's tough, bro.
I couldn't, and then like everyone's in the hurt locker, so I just fall back and stopped. I stopped at about not even 2Ks, I reckon. I was like, I need a break because they weren't even moving fast. I just didn't have that fitness.
Fair.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll join them on the way back. I'm like, this is a bit embarrassing, but you know, first one, whatever. And then Simo like turns his head and like sees me, and he's like, straight away, back around, boys, back around. And Zach's like, oh, what? Oh shit. And then so Simo runs, they all regroup, and they go back around me, and I'm like, oh no, boys, keep going. I'll join you on the way back. And Simo's like, no.
Fuck, he would too, the ruthless fuck.
I'm like, and I've got asthma as well. Like
He wanted you to die.
He had no mercy, and like Jackson's like then staying with me, and we start running again. I stop again, another 500 meters. I'm like, boys, like I'm really like struggling for this,
Yeah.
and he's like, nah, man, we're almost at halfway. Keep pushing. And I'm like, we get to halfway, and I'm like, please just give me like a minute. I'm like dying, like I'm fully dying. And Simo just puts his arm around me and just starts pulling me along.
Fuck off.
He's
No,
dragging him.
Pulling me along, man. And no, but like, the thing is, I could do it. I just hadn't gone there in my mind yet. I could do it. And just for the whole thing, he's just patting me on the back. We start like getting real rowdy on the way back. Yeah, we're yelling out like Pulp Fiction quote. Yeah. We go, Marcellus Wallace, a bitch. We're doing like all these deals, getting into it, like die hard.
Just going crazy.
And like it was hard, but I loved it, man. Like, it was hard, but like Simo, like every time I'd slow down, keep pushing me to keep going, and we got it done.
And
fuck oath.
it would have been like 2 months after that. Spence was running half marathon.
Yeah,
That's
You ran it up? What?
Not from like 2K to 22K in like a month and a half.
Fuck
Yeah.
off,
Month
bro.
and a half.
Bro,
Crazy.
it was all that time Simo helping me. Like it showed me what
That
what
one
you can
time,
do. Yeah.
that could, like it just ignited
Changed
something.
everything.
Yeah.
And I like since then I've been like running almost every day, like at least once every 2 days.
Bro, the Five
That's
Families
crazy.
movie. You motherfuckers living a movie, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's some movie shit. Like fucking.
Simo practically almost
crazy.
fucking lugged him over his shoulder
Yeah.
and goes, nah, we're going.
It was like a war scene, man. Like yeah, and he's like, "You're not stopping, bro." bro. Like, he's like, I know you can do this. And
It's like
he
a sentimental scene.
Yeah, and
You're
like-
not stopping.
and like
Gotta
that.
keep
Slow
going.
motion.
Yeah.
That was another like mind blowing moment, like what you can do. And
I need a fucking camera following these guys
Yeah,
around.
no.
It's gonna be a movie, but I'm calling it the Five Families.
Yeah, there fully has to be.
Five-
It's
someone
gonna be
following
some
you
shit.
around.
there's and it got even worse, man. We have to do the cold plunge afterwards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
The
punch is
winter
lit.
cold.
Yeah.
That's lit.
6:37
Yeah.
in the morning, Port Melbourne. Can't even see the water, and like
Just dive in.
Simo's like, get in.
Bro, who is this Nazi, bro? He's on some G
Actual
shit.
authoritarianism.
and-
that
and-
shit, bro.
and-
Get in.
Dill gets in, me, Zach, and Jackson, because Zach's like skinny. Like Zach's not scared of it.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, this is gonna be cold. He's not scared. He's like, oh, this is just gonna like,
He's prepping
this is
stuff,
gonna
yeah.
mess me up. Like,
It messed him up as
yeah,
well.
like Zach goes in, Jackson goes in. I reckon I was like the last one to get in. Like,
Fuck this.
I couldn't even hop the fence to get over the beach. How cooked I was.
You're
from
like,
that
last
run.
time I'm fucking DMing everyone anyway.
Worst
Fuck
decision ever.
Shade, yeah.
Never again, man. Never again.
That's
Never.
crazy. I think it's so good to have like 5 of you guys doing that. It's just,
Yeah.
all we have here is me and Chris taking cold showers.
Yeah, man.
But nah,
shower
bro.
day.
Chris doing the half marathon this year?
Yeah,
Ooh.
man. We're doing a half
Hey,
an hour.
well done.
We
Yeah.
are.
We doing it?
We are, yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't let him win. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
man. Gotta do the half
What's
an
this
hour.
That's
shit?
the best. The friendly
You'll be
competition.
mad.
Yeah, every
That's
time,
boys.
every time we go for a run, how far did you go?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, 4Ks. We'll
Yeah,
see how we go. You know, I'm
How
running
often
more.
we cunts training to do it in a month and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. Like, I had a few other friends who were interested in doing it, and I really wanted. I was really changed by that, like that single 5K run.
He broke your mental.
Yeah. He and I went to like some like not dark places, but
Took
just,
you to the sunken place.
Yeah. I
Fucking
legit
brought you
went
back out.
that last K. Like I went to like a new
Yeah.
place in my like mind. Like it's not even a joke when people say that. I feel like
Yeah, nah, straight
like
up.
all these old memories started coming up and stuff, and like it sounds funny now, but
It's legit.
And Sumo like I just once like he did that to me, I'm like, okay, I've got to finish it. Like I don't want to let the boys down, and
Yeah.
and I know it was just like 5K, but it was like it really changed me, and from there I was like, you know, this is something I want to keep up. The first thing was I had to prove I could do 5 on my own, like I could do it again.
Yeah.
And you know, you just start small, like really small, really slow, and just build up. And like a couple weeks before the marathon, I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah.
Yeah.
And then one night I did like a big run, like a big 17, 18K. And I'm like, it's a chance. We could do it. And like Jackson, well, we weren't signed up yet. And we go to sign up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the plunge.
We're set on it.
I'm
We've done
like,
it.
it's like a week, 2 weeks out. And I'm like, okay, I did the big run. I think I can do it.
Yeah, we can do it.
Get on the website, like after an Astelle sesh, Melbourne half marathon sold out.
Oh,
Sold
fuck.
out. Yeah, sold out. And so Jackson just goes, nah, I'm doing the full.
Did you
Nah,
do the
fuck off.
Bro, built different.
Did you do the full?
Yeah.
No way.
So
you
I was just
can't.
like, no, it's like, if I can't do the half, just do the full.
What's that
Just
thinking, bro?
Did you do the
Simpleness.
full?
Simpleness.
No, I didn't do the full.
Bro.
I got another story about
He
mine.
said simpleness. The simple thing is, fuck, do it again next year.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's-
that like, it's just like that accountability as well.
Yeah, it's like-
we had that accountability for ourselves, and then the 5 families as well. Accountability each week. I was like, if I can't do the half, I'm not going to do a 10. Like, I've got to do
Yeah,
a full.
yeah.
I
No,
have
no
to.
pussy shit
I
in
have
this.
to, yeah. It's like, it was either half, and that wasn't going to happen because it was sold out. So I was like, full then.
Is what it is.
Had to do
Damn.
it.
42.2Ks.
That's
Is what it is,
dub.
guys.
Crazy. I think
Burn
that's
the both.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking no other option. Go the full.
That's kind of messed up, bro.
Straight
Respect
out.
to you guys, bro.
So with
Respect
the
to you
5
guys.
families, you lads had. Was it your first pop up, the Fitzroy market?
Yeah.
That was your
Yes,
first one?
sir.
That's mad. So
Yeah.
you had the
We
5 families
Thanks for
there.
getting down as well.
Yeah,
boys.
Yeah,
cheers,
bro.
boys. Nah, we'd always wanted to do like a pop up, like it's from the beginning. We spoke about it, and like we did like a little the year before, like after our first year, we did like a little meet up with like all our like customers and friends and stuff. We just like played a night of bowling and
Yeah, just like a
Oh, that's
local.
fucking
Yeah,
mad.
like-
That's kind of
Fuck.
gangster.
that was like
mad.
it was a really
was
sweet
sick.
night. We just shouted at everyone, like
Yeah.
like as a thank you, and like people got down and we met new people and
Fuck
friends
off.
friends
Yeah,
of
it
friends
was
have
sick.
come. Like that's like our little Astelle family. And then, you know, started like the boys pitched us this idea, like we're going to do this Fitzroy market thing. Like we probably don't have the resources to do a pop-up well yet. We could do one, but it won't be like amazing like how we want it. So we're gonna do like this market stall and just pimp it out, and like we're gonna have coffee table there, people can hang out. It's not gonna be about selling, it's about meeting, and it's like just this whole new concept that washed over us. Like what could we do with this Fitzroy market? And so the boys did the first one, and we saw like the power of it. Like I think you could get into like how overwhelming but like special that feeling was.
And we both met people at that market that we still talk to like nearly every day.
Yeah,
fucking
like
mad.
still. Yeah, we had a couple coffees with just people. We just bonded over Dylan and Simo's brands.
Yeah,
and we've made really strong friendships from that.
Oh, it's just beautiful, man. Melbourne culture is different, man. You guys,
it's like I feel like it's something really new and fresh. Like we're just trying to grow and grow and grow. Like
look, bro, I got there. I got to the market. It was hot as fuck. It was hot as shit.
It was hot.
It was a great day.
Zach was burnt,
bro.
By the time I got there, he was fucking burnt.
Yeah.
Bro, so I walk in like whatever down that second strip, and fucking Zach's talking someone's ear off. He wasn't shutting the fuck up.
Oh my god,
bro. He was just yapping. I'm like, oh fuck, I've already heard enough of him. So I already saw him. He sent me what's up because I was gonna buy a chain, which I did, got it on. And then I saw Dill shades.
The speedies.
Sitting out the back, probably.
Yeah,
I
bro,
love the shades. I love
the corner.
I
And
love
then he
the
just
shades.
waits until someone comes up.
Yeah.
Bang, go on. He's like fishing out the
So
back.
then I saw Simo as well, dapped him up, whatever, spoke to his parents. I think his nonna was there, which was pretty cute. And then, bro, Astelle was going fucking mental.
Yeah, so
I couldn't get in.
Yeah, it was pretty mad. So like the backstory was like, the boys did their one, and then we're coming back for the sequel. Like we're coming back for the sequel, and we brought Zach and us along to it. And like we played around concepts, what we were gonna do, but like at our roots we're DIY and make your own shit. So we were like, how can we bring that concept to the market? So we kind of used it as this special opportunity to like utilize all our old stock and all our like misfitting things, and me and Jackson together came up with this concept like the Astelle workshop.
Bro.
And it's
Mad.
yeah.
No, bro, that's one of the greatest ideas I've fucking seen.
Bro, and yeah, thank you. It's
no,
like,
for real. You had a fucking market. No disrespect to any of the stalls. But you got some $2 shit, I don't know, bro, like some Bing Tang singlets, just a bit of whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go down to the end, there's a fucking screen printing machine.
Yeah.
And then you got these lads in overalls, like, let's work.
we doubled down on everything.
Yeah.
We literally brought out
full vision, like execution.
100%. We talked about, we like fitted out the stall. We're gonna have like wood here. We're gonna have a ladder
in
here.
the back corner.
We've got
gonna
our
have
tools,
ambient sound of like the workshop going on, and like we didn't even use the screen printer in the back, but we brought it as a prop.
Yeah. It was for sure. Every little detail in that stall, the milk crates, the vice grips holding the things on.
Painting each individual sign to make it look like
handmade the signs.
all,
It was crazy, and like at the center of it was our t-shirt making machine, our heat press, which what we use, and we contacted a friend who made us these special like designs that you put on any t-shirt and you burn it into the t-shirt, and then that's the design there. So we had like 20 designs, no more than that, sorry. We had like a bunch of designs where people would just buy a blank garment of ours, like, and Jackson put all the tags on, buy a blank garment, and choose your designs, chuck your designs, heat press, that's your t-shirt. That's your t-shirt forever. Yeah.
Fuck! It's mind-blowing that you guys are able to do that in that small space. And your shit was packed, man.
Yeah.
How would describe that feeling of having everyone there? I would have been overwhelmed. I'm like, get the fuck out. Almost.
In the moment, it was just like you're in the moment. You've got like
you're
a job
in.
to do. You got to talk to everyone.
Exactly.
You got to greet everyone, and you got to like do your job. But like afterwards, like we like sat in the car. Oh, we sat in that car park for like 4 hours.
100%.
All the boys were just debriefing,
just
like
crazy.
lying on the ground. It's just our cars around and all that shit. And we're just like in there
reflecting on everything,
talking
like
about
crazy.
it.
Bro, this guys came because like to me, oh, do you need any help, bro? And then
I didn't realize because he had the braids in and everything. I hadn't seen her.
I was just flying under the radar and shit like a mystery shopper.
I didn't even see you. Like that's the point. I didn't even know you came.
It was
through.
hectic. It was so hectic.
Wow.
Was that I'm gonna obviously guess successful day for you guys.
Yeah. Great day. Like, and we're lucky because we didn't prepare for it as well as we should have. We planned it out and we knew like the hits we had to hit, but we didn't have enough stock. we didn't have like the right t-shirts, and
Yeah.
we kind of just made it all work really well in
Yeah.
in that last day before. So it was this
Yeah.
huge fresh air, like breath of fresh air.
You're like,
We ordered like 2 batches of t-shirts from 2 different suppliers, and they didn't turn up in time. So we just had to like improvise from that day. So just like, all right, so we've got like these blanks, like we can use the blanks that have like a little bit of screen printing on as a blank for the customizable ones.
Yeah,
And it was like people like loved that because they could get an old print and
Yeah.
put a new print on it as well.
Yep.
Instead of just getting like a blank t-shirt and putting it on.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a one-on-one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we wanted to do. And everything worked perfect. Like that
bro,
day.
it looked like it did for you guys. I'm very happy that you guys were able to do that,
Thank
and you
you.
should be
Yeah.
very like proud of yourselves. You know, 2 young men, 2 business partners were able to put that in that little space, and that shit was monumental. But I don't think
Yeah.
Fitzroy Market has seen something like that. So in terms of like a business aspect, how was having a storefront for the first time business wise? Was that like a good move? Do you prefer that than selling online, or like?
It's different because like with a lot of our online collections and like using Shopify, we can do like the pre-order and stuff.
Yeah.
But like we still get like a backlog of stuff on hand and like some stock. So that like one storefront, we realized we could move this old stock and actually sell it instead of like having to promote it online or on like a different market. And like we could just have it in store. People could come and check it out. They wouldn't even know Astelle exists, and they would come in, see our old products.
Yeah.
They would love that.
Because that's
And then they would come in and find all the new products.
Exactly. We're talking about the old collections. We're talking about our history. Like that's why this workshop concept is so like works perfect for us.
It's just
Because
You
on
found your niche,
social
man.
media, it's like
It's tough to do something like that.
yeah, and like social media, it's so quick that like your new collection is your only collection.
Yep.
Like no one's going back.
Exactly.
In your,
That's so right.
no one's
bro.
going back in your collections anymore to look.
The history.
So
Yeah.
like,
Shit.
if you can introduce someone to all your backlog of work in that like space and actually
Still
talk
fresh.
to them, they go, oh wow, and then they look like through everything else.
Exactly.
100%. It's like whenever Chris comes, like his stock's up there and stuff. Whenever anyone's in the potty room,
Yeah.
they see the shorts. Like, oh, bro, they're dope, but they're like they're a year old.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard to get that out there.
And,
You
like,
know what I
put it out
mean?
again.
Always. Yeah. We always get people like, oh, when are you gonna bring back those hoodies?
Yeah.
It's like oh, like that was that collection. Now we're like
We've moved on,
We've
yeah.
moved on,
exactly.
but like they see the old stuff or they see the new stuff. Like it's never that like balance, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
bit of both almost.
Would you guys want to have a storefront in future? Again?
Yeah, we haven't really put too much thought into
Yeah,
it.
it's like where would we have a stall from? Would we be in like a shopping center?
Yeah.
Like probably not. But would we survive on like a Chapel Street or a little like as a little boutique? Maybe.
Well,
but
like we've even thought of just like having like the studio, and we sell out the studio as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
So like have that creative space, but sell out of the creative
yeah. It's I feel like the system of like retail isn't set up for where we are yet.
Yeah.
I feel like with
It's
space. Not
definitely
at that
tricky.
scale.
yeah, and
Yeah, for sure.
it's definitely like a even getting like your t-shirts in fast times and stuff. It's like we don't have that yet. But I think like that day like perfect example of just meeting the people. Like that was number one for me. Like all the business was great and like getting rid of stuff and making new things but it was just the connections with people. Like like people like who didn't even know Jackson was part of the brand, didn't even know I was part of the brand.
Yeah.
It's like and people we'd been in the DMs with
Yeah,
who
just
didn't
like-
know
yeah,
it was us too.
Matching like the Instagram profile to an actual person.
Yeah.
It's
Like
different.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
And
very
like, actually
different.
talking to someone.
Yeah.
Like
It's very different.
It just,
over like the past couple of years, like it's just everything's been online and like actually realizing ideas now.
yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. Like we would always like have these ideas and like never execute them.
Yeah.
With this market, it was like this idea within 2 weeks, execution done. And then since that, like we've been on this roll of
Yeah, I
like
was about to
one
say
thing every week, like bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang,
yeah.
bang.
that would have given you like
Yeah.
it would have lit the fire a little bit more. Now the ball's rolling, you got some fluidity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're like,
Yeah.
it started the trend.
I think it really developed our skill sets. Like we had ideas, but we never achieved them properly. But after this, and like now, what we've learned from doing this, and like how you compromise correctly, like our ideas are achievable, and we are starting to get those things.
100%. A question for both you or everyone actually.
Yeah,
What's the
let's go.
hardest part of running a business? Because it's at the root of it, right? It's a business.
Yeah.
You sell
Yeah,
a product,
yeah,
you make, you know what I mean? You said before, about halfway in, you guys could have made more profit in terms of business wise and stuff.
Yep.
But so tell me, the hardest part about running a business for you guys.
Yeah,
I would say like probably like the time aspect. Like, how much time am I going to put into this project and get like the return I want to get out of it?
Yep.
Because I know I can put more time into it and get a better return. But do I even have that time to put into it? Like,
It's a tough one.
and am I going to choose to put this time into that project or do something else?
100%.
Yeah, like we are creatives and we do like other things outside
Yeah.
of our business.
Yeah.
It's not like our one thing, which is a good and bad thing.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Study, work.
Yeah.
exactly.
And you see like all these people who have made it who do that, and like we just want to be like them, like have multiple things on the go. But I think you learn the realities pretty quickly of like how unachievable that is as a 1 man, 2 man, 3 man team. Like we've run and gunned it a lot. I think like, you know, with the future we're gonna like refine and like even what happens with Astelle in the future. I think like those challenges will always be there.
Yeah.
Like especially that time thing. I think like, you know, like a lot of times like so far like the money's taken care of itself. Like we haven't been too stressed out. We've kind of we've never
Credit
like
to you guys. That's
yeah.
not an easy thing to do.
we've never bombed like so badly that like
we couldn't
You're
do
fucked.
anything
yeah,
else.
yeah, we've never been in like a fucked situation
Yeah,
yet,
yeah.
and like touch wood, and like, and that comes from like, you know, a DIY aspect.
Yeah,
we we take
doing
those
everything ourselves.
yeah, we take those
Like,
things into
yeah.
account, you know, like, and even that's another time thing that takes more time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like I could spend, you know, 2 days printing up this whole drop, but that's 2 days gone.
So you print everything.
yeah.
Up until this point, yeah.
And embroider around the corner
Yeah,
from our
yeah,
house.
we
like
embroider
we do
bakery.
everything like in house.
But in saying that sounds like a really big achievement. But our brand is just one print. Like that's our thing. We don't do multi-colors. We just do one print on a white tee. The easiest way. And it's like that restriction has given us our identity almost.
True.
Yeah, if it works, it works, bro.
Yeah. It's the only like so many happy compromises I would say with us now.
What about you, Winks?
Yeah, just being like a 1 man team, just like how you guys talking
Yeah.
before, like bouncing ideas off each other. It's like I go to him like yo, is this like, do you reckon this is mad and shit? And having the time as well, like everyone's trying to do a million things, and like if you want to put something in front, like you got to put other shit on the back burner, which sucks because like I know everyone wants to excel in like every aspect.
thing,
Yeah.
It's
So
just
hard.
shit. Yeah.
And
It's so
especially
hard,
with like
bro.
the social media as
Oh,
well.
exactly,
You gotta be posting like
gotta be
twice
on.
a day
Exactly,
now.
bro.
It's like
It's
It's
so
like
hard.
trends change.
exactly,
and
yeah.
It's so
It's crazy.
It's
It's,
so
it's
hard.
like a such fast, changing like environment. You
Yeah.
gotta like keep up or get left behind.
On,
100%.
on like what you said about like going to the other person to like check your idea. Like I do that so much more now than I used to with Spence. Like
Yeah.
if I have this idea, I'll approach him about it, and if I can't like justify my own idea,
Then you're like,
it's a
nah.
shit idea.
Yeah.
Like just be honest. Like
Again, it's about being critical.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's a full superpower. In my
100%.
opinion. To be able to like receive that criticism and
Yeah.
build off it, like it's not easy. It's way easier said than done. But it's
100%.
like, it's like having that like awareness.
But then again, like you going to him with those ideas and him saying like, nah, maybe not. It saves
Yeah.
time.
And
From
having
the
that
jump.
having that friendship where I can go to an idea,
Yeah.
and I know he's going to be honest about it as well.
Yeah.
100%.
He's not going to go, oh, that's so sick, and then I fall head over heels for this idea,
And then he's like, yeah,
and then
nah.
it just like fumbles, and I go, why didn't you just tell
Why
me?
didn't you
And
tell
then
me?
I start resenting him.
Oh shit!
We're getting deep.
Resentment.
Oh no.
But it's a
Feeling
grind, man. Kudos to all of us in this room.
Yeah.
We're all,
yeah,
you know,
everyone's grinding.
young people making a move and grind and stuff. But people don't realize, like, me and Chris, we both work full time.
Yeah.
So you work
Oh,
full time,
yeah.
right? 8 hours a fucking
Crazy.
day, right? And
Yeah.
then you got to do all the other shit, cook, clean, gym, work out, or else you get fat.
And
And
the
like,
fitness, yeah.
you know what I mean? And then like housework and stuff. It's like, all right, how do I have time to
Yeah, you
do
guys
work
are
my
fools.
business?
Is
you
that
know?
the hardest thing for you, the time, or is that?
Yeah,
is that-
bro. I wish if I could have a superpower, it'd be to not feel tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not
I wish I
sleep,
didn't have
bro,
to
not
sleep,
sleep.
bro.
Yeah, you
You
have
didn't
to take
sleep.
care of
sleep is
yourself.
crazy.
It's so stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, sleep.
But I need it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish I could not sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I work 8 hours, whatever, and then I also study as well.
Oh
So then
man.
I study.
Sit next to a superhuman.
Nah, bro, not even. Like I want to. It's liberating to see what you guys do, bro. Because I'm like, fuck yeah, chase that shit.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
We're getting to like we're lucky. Like we're finishing our degrees.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's not that
Congrats,
that's gonna
fellas.
be easier. It's just another like piece of the pie that is like now free. To,
Bro, how much more time are you gonna
Yeah,
That's really
have?
what I'm thinking about.
And it's not even like the time. It's just like the anxiety of studying and like shit. Like
having it on the back of your mind
all the time.
24/7.
It's like
Yeah.
a fog that follows you
Bro,
around.
dead set. Like when you leave, have to do a report on like treasury
Yeah,
bonds,
yeah.
bro.
Exactly.
What the fuck is that?
That finance, bro.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Nah, but my last question I'll pose to you guys. What's one goal each for your brand and personal that you have for the year, or the vision? Or a vision, or whatever you see. One goal personal and one goal brand.
Yeah, you take it, Jackson.
For the brand, I would say to like really like define Astelle,
Yeah.
because at the moment I feel like it's up there and it's just Astelle at the moment. There's a bit of this, bit of that, bit of clothes, bit of story, but like define it to a role where people know Astelle and they know what they're getting every time, because that is like the key to a brand. Like 100%. You need that. For personal, I would say like my execution on ideas probably. So like if I have an idea, I'm getting that done before I get another idea in my head.
Yes, I like that.
So like it's coming back to this like veteran artist idea. So it's like if I have this idea and I see it through and I accomplish this idea, I'm going to love that whole process. But if I don't, then I'm just going to resent that whole process. And it's just going to work back, and I'm just going to not have ideas in the end because I'm just going to hate having ideas.
Yep.
Fuck, bro. That's kind of mind blowing. I'm not going to lie. I like have like 8 ideas at once and then none
It's
happen.
tough. It's tough.
Yeah, but I always use like this analogy, like my mind's like an iPhone. Like when you've got like 10 ideas on the go, your like storage is full and everything just fails. Like you just gotta have like 1 or 2, achieve,
Done it.
next one in, next one in.
Shit.
That's the probably one of the most like best things about Astelle. Like it's not even like the business education and learning how to run a business, be organized. Your financials is all great, but it's this stuff that I think is really important. Like this other level.
And that's a life lesson as well.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
If you want to do something, go and do it. Don't just like think about it. When it
Yes.
can already be done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. I'm going to take this shit with me. I need to hear that, bro. What about you, Spence?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna agree with Jackson for the brand. It's definitely to just define it and like have no holes in it. Like you can't put a hole in what Astelle is. Like you know
like
what it is. You
bad
know.
touch point.
Yeah, it's not even like a business revenue or volume goal. It's just like I want this like thing to be perfect.
I like it.
It's like and personal. Look, a lot of like my personal goals like align with like what we're doing in the business. But for me right now, it's probably just like up my fitness.
Yep.
Yeah, like I think like that 5K we spoke ages about was a real like wake up and like like just how much more like productive and better I feel and how better I'm just operating because of doing these runs and putting myself in the hurt locker.
Fuck earth.
Yeah.
Every day almost. It's like it's addicting and it's rewarding unlike anything.
Inks, what about you?
Personal and brand goal. Fuck, releasing like drops on time.
Yeah.
Because I'm with like the seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then like problems with manufacturers and stuff. It's so annoying,
tough.
but
That's real tough.
yeah, this year I really want to be on top of it because like I'm going away.
Yeah. Okay.
So I need to be like on top of everything. Personal. What is it? Personal goal
Personal goal, vision. Give me one. I know them,
for
but
this year.
people don't. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. Finish my PT. I'm nearly done. Finish my PT course, and then exactly as like
Amazing.
when you guys finish to study, it's like one thing you don't need to like
Bro,
worry about.
Don't even study, bro. You study like once every 3
Man,
months.
the school.
He'll be like, "Oh, bro, I got to test you today." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, all open book. Don't worry about it."
Exactly.
It's so easy for you,
Exactly. What about you?
bro. Business wise, in terms of calm and stuff, be consistent. Got some ideas in the works, and like what you guys said, just flesh it out till it's nothing left. It's real. Flesh it out, leave everything on the table, and then what comes out of it comes out of it. And then personal goal, enjoy the process, man.
Oh
Wow.
yes, yes.
Enjoy the hard days as much as I enjoy the good days,
We're
bro.
not saying that enough. Like
For
that's
real.
great.
It's a grind, like you said before. Kudos to us, Chris. Happy 1 year in here.
Yeah, 1
Yeah.
year.
You know what I
Kudos.
mean?
Congrats.
1 year, and the
Congrats.
best moments have been the hardest
Straight
ones.
up.
And
Yep.
it defines you as a person, and then the easy ones are just, they come more frequently.
Yep.
So, yeah, man.
Nah,
But-
it's been good, man. It's been good. Pleasure having you boys on.
Thank you for
if there
having
was
I don't
one
want it
thing-
to end.
No, yeah. If there was one thing you could like say to the audience, whether it's like motivational or just a bit of advice, what would it be?
I would say like as a creative, like it's so easy for us to get like influenced by other people because we're just like drawing ideas from stuff. But like
Yeah.
I would say really like hone in on what you're actually thinking at a time and start listening to yourself more.
Yeah.
Because like we can get caught up like, oh, Spence had this idea and that's the one idea in my head. But like listen to yourself a bit more, like trust your own instinct a bit more because whether you like know it or not, your instinct is probably the best always.
Trust yourself. I like it. Spence?
Me and Jackson actually spoke a lot about this in the car ride up, like what we'd say, and I think Jackson's just defined like what a creative should be like and trust your intuition and stuff. And I think like for me personally, like one thing I'd say to everyone like out there doing these things, it's like just be like as grateful and as open and like respectful as like other people out there doing what you do. Always offer to like lend a hand and don't be standoffish and just like invest in them the way you'd want to be invested in, because the dividends I've gotten from like meeting the boys and like
the payback
and doing, like even Jackson, like just treating him, not shutting his ideas down and giving him that respect has taken me like amazingly far and open those doors. And it's not a mindset thing, it's just give people lots.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, if you show love, you get love, man. That's what the world is.
That's it.
But fuck, is this season 2? I don't
Season
know.
2, ep 1,
Season 2, episode 1. Yes, sir. Thanks, fellas, man. That shit was
sick, boys. Thanks for having us.